Why should you come to see Passion? Because I'm in it. No, I'm kidding.
Giorgio, I stand here staring at the sunrise, thinking how we've never seen a sunrise together, thinking how the sunrise only means another day without you.
Hello, my name is Kelly Price. I am performing in Passion at the Hope Mill Theatre from May, and I'll be playing Clara. I'm about to get to know it very well. I have seen it once actually. I saw the version of the Donmar years ago, but it's very different when you start to read and explore it and delve in deeper and start to understand this story and those characters and their wants and needs. Clara is, I feel at the moment that she's a woman who knows what she wants. She embarks on an affair, she's already married, with Giorgio, and they have a beautiful, passionate love affair. But when this affair starts to change or go a little wrong, as such, she makes the decision to stay with her family and to let him go. So the strength of character in that, even though I know the affair bit is a little suspect, but I think she has a child, so it's important to do the right thing, you know, in her family, and. Yeah, I feel like she's more pragmatic than Giorgio. He's kind of more, you know, flustered with the love affair, and she kind of gets quite practical about it and says, "This is, you know, you can do this. We can resume this when my son's gone to school, you know, when he's older. But right now, it's not going to work for us." I mean, the whole piece is amazing like that, because it's not just a love story. They say just another love story. It's not. There's so many layers. You know, there's a darkness with that light as well, and I think, you know, the more we explore that, the richer it'll be. So we'll understand, you know, how these characters behave and why they behave like they do. I've been lucky to do, this will be the third Sondheim. I performed in Company at Sheffield Crucible, and then we did a little night music, which was the Menier, and then we transferred to the Garrick. I played the Countess in that, and I am such a fan of Sondheim. I wept like a baby when he passed away, and he's lived a beautiful life and left an amazing legacy, so it's not to be so sad, it's just, it is a loss to our theatre community. But I feel so privileged to be able to perform in Passion so soon after, you know, we say goodbye to him in this world. And Passion particularly because he wrote the music and the lyrics. It feels like there's a lot of heart and soul in there, even though it's not his story. Obviously, it's based on the novel Fosca, but it feels almost personal in that way. So yeah, we're really thrilled to be. And also, I suppose Passion is lesser known than, you know, something like Company. So it's really nice to be able to bring this story and this piece to a new audience, and for us to, you know, discover it afresh and see what we can find and how it's relevant to tell this story now and today. I feel we've had a really tough couple of years, you know, and when things, you know, transpire like that, what is really important, what it boils down to is love and heart. I mean, and that's complicated because it can turn into obsession and desire and all the other, you know, but I feel like that's what hit home quite recently when there's trauma, a traumatic experience, you know, you need that connection with someone. And I feel, well, however we discovered that in the pandemic, you know, whether it's through family or a romantic love affair, we wanted to feel alive. And I feel like all those characters really do, you know, whatever mistakes they make or whatever, you know, however it unravels, they feel, that's why it's called Passion, right? Because they feel really alive in those moments. Well, I feel like this one is a little bit like a chamber opera almost, you know, even though it is musical theatre, but it has that element, and it's not sung through completely. There are a few scenes, but it has that sweeping lyrical score that I'd heard in an opera like Tosca, you know, that kind of, it feels like that kind of thing to me, and because it's a chamber piece as well, there is that intimacy, but at the same time grandness. That's what, you know, so it's kind of, it requires that level of singing, and then we can also play with that and bring it back down to being so delicate and intimate. So as an actor you get to work on all that in detail, and there's so much detail in the script and score with all Sondheim pieces, and I think as an audience, you know, being so involved in the action in that way without it being immersive theatre, it helps them to really relate and go, well, when have I experienced something like that? You know, so you want people to go away feeling inspired or feeling something. You know, that's the joy of theatre, isn't it? You know, and feeling it collectively, and whether it be different experiences. I think we can all relate to a story like Passion because we've all felt a desire for something, or love, or loss, or grief, or, you know, it's got so much of that light and dark, and that's life in a big nutshell, really, isn't it? You know, we're here celebrating a beautiful musical, and, you know, 2 years ago we weren't able to do that. You know, it's been a roller coaster. Yeah, I mean, I just did What's New Pussycat in Birmingham, and that was we couldn't believe our luck that we were able to be performing in front of a live audience again. And this is going to be extra special because I'm from Manchester, well, I'm from Wigan, and I've worked at the Hope Mill before, and it's really lovely to take us, well, it's special because it's Sondheim for me, and also to take that story up there. And I mean, the beautiful Dean John Wilson, who, you know, we've only just met, obviously, but he's gorgeous and very down to earth. I love a Geordie, you know. And then the amazing Ruthie Henshaw, and, you know, she's such a legend in musical theatre. And the first thing she said to me, she's like, "Did you play Roxy?" And I was like, "Yes, but, you know, not." I did it for a short while, but, you know, it's amazing that we can both have had that experience and then come to this. And she's amazing, and she's very, again, just a lovely human being, as well as being a star. So that matters, you know. It really does, and I can't wait to see what she's going to do with it. Already, just having heard "Loving You," there's such pathos and beauty in it, and then Dean's voice is extraordinary. And we just met Ray today, and I think, yeah, the level of talent is going to be really exciting, not just in their vocal ability, but their intelligence as actors, you know, and that's what you need to bring to a piece like this. Passion is one of Stephen Sondheim's lesser-known musicals. I think you should come and see it and discover the beauty, the haunting darkness and light in it, the beautiful sweeping score, these amazing characters. I think you will have a really great experience, and it's beautiful storytelling at its best.
Much less right, if only you were here. If I could feel your touch, I wouldn't have such fear.